against all odds. Then Zerah the Ethiopian came out against them with an army of 1,000,000 men and 300 chariots, and he came to Mareshah. 2 Chronicles 14:9. And Asa cried out to the Lord his God and said, Lord, it is nothing for you to help, whether with many or with those who have no power. Help us, O Lord our God, we rest on you, and in your name we go against this multitude. O Lord, you are our God. Do not let man prevail against you. 2 Chronicles 14:11. Asa didn't have a chance. His army was no match against an enemy of this great multitude, and he knew it. He didn't hesitate to call on the one who could prevail against this multitude. In whose name do you go out to face your enemies today? Asa's desperate appeal demonstrated his complete powerlessness in his own strength and utter dependence on God. He states that God is capable of winning our wars no matter how great or small our armies are. Asa acknowledges God's deity and that the enemy really comes against him. He beseeches God not to let the enemy army beat him, God. Are you perplexed by the enormity and magnitude of things going on against you today? Did you drop your guard and forget who fights your battles? The war may be won inside yourself rather than against a huge visible outside force. Self-defeating thoughts can accumulate into a gigantic, debilitating army inside our head. This is the worst kind. It's easier to evade something you can see. The internal struggles are more than just negative thoughts. They are behavioral patterns grown from fears and beliefs that you cannot survive what may or will come. People cripple themselves with this thinking. Don't wait for someone to carry you to the healing pool. Cry out to the living God, the living Lord, and he will be your healing pool. Don't let your fears and false beliefs multiply into 1,000,000-man army against you. What do you think the result would have been if Asa did not cry out to God for help? The same result will be yours if you do nothing today. The Ethiopian army symbolizes any multitude that seeks your destruction. The world is our enemy because its agenda is not God's, but the devil's. Count on some form of trouble coming soon. This is not bad, but good because your game plan is like Asa's was. You will call on the name of God and rely on him to fight your battles, whatever they are. That's the best plan and greatest hope you'll ever have. The greater the opposition, the greater your God. He's expecting and waiting for you to call on him. Call him. He will prevail, and you will know his peace. So the Lord struck the Ethiopians before Asa and Judah, and the Ethiopians fled. 2 Chronicles 14:12.